VSPEX overview webinar brought to you by Pycube and EMC. My name is Wes Christensen. I am a technical account manager at Pycube, and today we will briefly discuss some common IT challenges, how a cloud architecture can help, and why VSPEX is the perfect solution for you. Most businesses have common IT challenges. Administrators need to keep their mission-critical applications online at all the time. Planned or unplanned outages are incredibly costly to businesses of all sizes. In choosing a virtualization solution, you'll want to be sure that you size the configuration correctly and choose the right technologies that will enable you to move application virtual machines freely without interruption. Mapping applications to single servers means that server is bound to the tasks that applications require and are busy only when the applications are in use. The rest of the time, the resources required to run the application server are idle, are costly, and wasting money. All businesses are dealing with explosive data growth. With so much data to back up and less time to do so, many businesses are forced to forego backup, which is like playing with fire. If you are lucky enough to get your backups done when in the event of a disaster, tape-based recoveries are slow, difficult, and fraught with risk. Despite the fact that storage systems have come down in price, the increase in data and its associated costs can be crippling. Adding additional servers, networking, storage, backup, and human resources to stay ahead of all that data growth is incredibly expensive. Most industry reports indicate that approximately 65% of IT spend is dedicated to maintaining the status quo, leaving just 35% for innovation. If you are considering building a virtual solution, it requires a lot of skills. There is the virtual platform you must master, the networking, storage, and backup. How can you be sure the solution you puzzle together will work well together and deliver the performance you need? If left in the wrong hands, a move from physical to virtual can be a very costly exercise that may not deliver what you expect. EMC believes the answer to these dilemmas is the cloud. We think cloud is the next wave of massive disruption in IT. It's disruptive because of the dramatic benefits it delivers to organizations like yours in both cost efficiency and agility. It's disruptive because it's built on disruptive technologies, and disruptive technology leads to lasting change. And in the case of cloud, it's arguably the most disruptive because we are seeing the IT cloud wave and the consumer cloud wave happen simultaneously. We understand that to run the business of IT, you must increase efficiency and productivity, while at the same time realize greater control of your environment, offer significantly more choice, and create a whole new level of automation and agility. We believe the answer to these issues is the cloud. What if you had a private cloud solution that would install quickly, perform, and scale, transform your IT environment, lower operational and maintenance costs, consolidate physical machines to agile virtual machines, increase application availability, increase control and security of servers, support SLAs and compliance initiatives, enable you to meet your backup windows, deliver next-generation unified storage, and give you peace of mind? Well, with VSPEX you have. One of the biggest shifts in IT is, of course, the move to server virtualization. It continues to have a profound impact on how we today look at storage provisioning and storage networking. In the good old days, we typically had a single application running on a server. To meet performance objectives, we would create a RAID group and then carve out LUNs statically. With virtualization, that all has changed. Virtualization enables you to save on infrastructure and run more applications on fewer physical servers. To meet the growing and dynamic needs of the business, server virtualization pools serve resources and enable dynamic provisioning and optimization of compute power and applications according to shifting business needs. To stay relevant, storage had to embrace this same pooling paradigm. Just like VMware vMotion allows you to move things around on the server side, EMC saw the need to allow data to move dynamically across different tiers of drives according to its business activity. Not only did such data movement make sense, it also had to be fully automated and self-managing. When it comes to addressing the change in IT consumption model, EMC believes there are three typical approaches that are available to customers: As indicated, as you move left to right on this slide, the deployments are simpler, faster, and have a lower total cost of ownership. First, you may want to build your own. Needless to say, this approach offers you the most flexibility, but also carries a bit know how to size and deploy an infrastructure solution. You can pick the products you want and assemble them together to support your business needs. Second is VSPEX, which is a channel-only solution proven by EMC and delivered by our partners. VSPEX are reference architectures that combines best-in-class technologies and enables our partners to deliver private cloud, end-user computing, and virtualized application solutions. A VSPEX reference architecture is a hypervisor, physical servers, and network together with EMC unified storage and EMC next generation backup. VSPEX are designed to be highly flexible, and we'll discuss this in more detail shortly. Another option many customers have adopted in the concept of converged infrastructure, such as those offered by VCE. When you want a turnkey solution that is all of the components in a single configuration with a common element manager, then this type of deployment is right for you. Where VSPEX differs is that we offer the flexibility of a build your own, but because EMC has proven all the solutions and provides technical guidance in our proven infrastructure guides, you get the simplicity and confidence in knowing that you can deploy VSPEX easily. Build your own path consumes most of IT budget and staff time. Slow deployments and significant time spent on maintaining operations, planning and implementing upgrades, and then going through the same mistake-prone cycle. In summary, most IT staff time and budgets are spent trying to maintain the infrastructure itself rather than driving innovation. A large percentage of customers still buy this way today, moving from this path by exploring more tightly integrated infrastructure to accelerate their paths to cloud computing, marketing, sales, and technical elements. VSPEX reference architectures are tested, sized, and proven by EMC and packaged by our partners. Customers have the flexibility to choose to leverage existing IT assets and pick the server and network vendor of choice, together with EMC unified storage and backup to deliver choice and flexibility in a solution that reduces risk and speeds and simplifies deployment. VSPEX combines the best-in-class in hypervisors, servers, network, EMC storage, and backup in solutions that allow customers to avoid the risk and complexity of building their own cloud infrastructures. By providing comprehensive documentation that includes the reference architectures and how to right-size them, our partners can provide simple, efficient, and flexible virtualization solutions that scale to meet their customers' needs. Customers can leverage existing hardware, software, licenses, and skill sets to build a VSPEX that is tailored to their specific needs and environment. VSPEX solutions are sized for small to mid-sized businesses with affordable options to meet your specific use case. VSPEX also provides our partners with a complete solution. These partners can leverage collateral and marketing, making selling and positioning easy. VSPEX provides opportunities for partners to brand and build systems and solutions for their customers, enabling faster deployments and not a fully integrated product like a vBlock. Customers and partners do need to invest in maintenance and upgrade tasks. Although upgrades are possible through updated reference architectures, it is not as seamless as the lifecycle management offered by vBlock. VSPEX eases support through cooperative support agreements between Cisco, VMware, and EMC. Cisco and EMC have a dedicated support implementation plan that offers more benefits than regular CSAs. EMC and VMware have auto-entitled support that makes support more streamlined. This slide shows the continued investment in the VSPEX family through 2013. The addition of the new VNX and VNXE platforms will allow greater scale and better performance. Our application solutions will continue to grow with the addition of SharePoint and Exchange 2013. Customers can also leverage complementary technologies such as the Extreme family, which are proven by EMC and VSPEX for EUC and applications. VSPEX and VNXC and next generation VNX are sized from 50 virtual machines up to 1,000 virtual machines. Each reference architecture is sized with your choice of network and server and the appropriate VNX and EMC backup products, and are documented in proven infrastructure guides for easy deployment. EMC's larger configurations will scale up to 1,000 on EMC next generation VNX. The storage foundation for our private cloud is the VNX Unified Storage family, which are all designed and optimized for virtual application environments. And this means for businesses of any size, small to low-end enterprise. The VNX family is comprised of two series, VNXE series and VNX series. I'll start with the VNXE series. The VNXE series comes in two models and is EMC's entry-level next-generation architecture designed specifically to be cost-effective for SMBs for use in remote office or branch office environments or departmental applications where traditional storage and administrative skills may not be available. And that really is the key with the VNXE, simplicity. It was designed and streamlined for the IT generalist with its simplified ease of use and management through application and hypervisor-optimized wizards that configure storage with just a few clicks. It comes with built-in efficiency technologies like snapshots and replication capabilities. Naturally, it supports all the leading hypervisors, vSphere, Hyper-V. It includes support for multi-protocol, CIFS, NFS, and iSCSI, flash drives on the 3300 model, up to 120 drives, 4, 8, and 12 gigabyte memory per controller, compact 2U and 3U design. For larger deployments, the VSPEX private cloud leverages the next generation VNX, which has been built from the ground up. The EMC VNX family of storage systems is optimized for virtual applications, delivering industry-leading innovation and enterprise capabilities for file, block, and object storage in a scalable, easy-to-use solution. The next generation VNX family arrays include many new features and enhancements designed to build upon the first generation success. These new features and enhancements include more firepower and multi-core optimization with multi-cores, greater efficiency with a flash-optimized hybrid array, better protection by increasing application availability with active-active, easier administration and deployment by increasing productivity with new Unisphere management suite. The next generation of VNX upon which VSPEX is architectured to deliver greater efficiency, performance, and scale than ever before. As stated, the VSPEX reference architecture are sized with Avamar and data domain to provide backup of your Hyper-V environment and your critical business applications. To transform your IT infrastructure, you need to standardize. The building block of choice for cloud computing is multi-core x86 processors and standardized server hardware. This is not only being used for application workloads, but also security, storage, and management appliances. With VSPEX, as you saw, we provide sizing and you align with the vendor of choice on this x86 server layer. You also have to virtualize. The second step is to virtualize your environment, to create an abstract layer between the applications and the standardized hardware. This step is essential from a hardware and software utilization standpoint. As we've discussed, VSPEX provides reference architectures to achieve this and enabling greater levels of consolidation and utilization across your hardware infrastructure, which drives savings that can be invested in automation and increasing agility. The third thing you need to do to transform your IT infrastructure is automate. To provide service that are on demand, that can automatically balance workloads and help proactively avoid outages, you will need automation. VSPEX enables automation. With VMware vCloud Automation Center, which is part of VMware vCloud Suite, IT can provide a secure self-service portal where authorized administrators, developers, or business users can request new IT services and manage existing computer resources. The product delivers self-service provisioning and lifecycle management, but also maintains compliance with business policies. By deploying vCloud Automation Center, you'll be able to drive agility and flexibility into your environment with a self-service portal and catalog for managed deployment lifecycle. Realize higher service levels with SLA monitoring, automated provisioning, and resource elasticity. IT can also enable a more efficient overall business model with workflow automation and chargeback. Customers want more from their investments and want to abstract the physical layer and deliver their IT as a service driven by software. This is the promise of a new architectural approach to the data center. The software-defined data center. All infrastructure is virtualized and delivered as a service, and the control of this data center is entirely automated by software. The industry has been heading in this direction, and it's now become a reality with VMware vCloud Suite deployed by VSPEX. The software-defined data center includes 5 essential characteristics. Standardized. Homogeneous infrastructure is delivered as software services across pools of standard x86 hardware to eliminate unnecessary complexity. 2. Holistic. A unified platform is optimized for the entire data center fabric, providing comprehensive infrastructure services capable of supporting any and all applications. 3. Adaptive. Self-programmable virtualized infrastructure services are provided on demand, unconstrained by physical topology, dynamically adapting to application scale and location. 4. Automated. Built-in intelligence automates provisioning, placement, configuration, and control based on defined policies. 5. Resilient. Software-based architecture and approach compensates for failing hardware, providing failover, redundancy, and fault tolerance to critical operations. Besides the challenges faced by the top IT decision makers like a CIO, server, and app admins have their own set of challenges. As an admin, you would like to know where your storage resources are coming from and how they are performing. Storage provisioning is not simple and involves multiple hops, lengthy procedures for everyday tasks. Data centers have heterogeneous environments that require multiple resources with different skill sets. Roles are converging. In small and medium businesses, only one person fills all 3 roles, server, app, and storage admin. ESI provides MSFT admins with an easy-to-use and familiar Microsoft Management Console snap-in for simple storage provisioning and for Windows Server environments. It's all about empowering the Windows and app administrator with self-service provisioning and management and support for most of EMC storage platforms and leading hypervisor support. And most importantly, ESI is an agentless architecture. The ESI framework is designed to integrate a variety of storage platforms for both block and file, and it understands the storage stack of Microsoft Windows, both physical and virtual. ESI is also application aware and incorporates EMC best practices for your favorite Microsoft applications. For example, SharePoint end-to-end provisioning is 4 times faster. Here's an example as to how. With the SP Web Portal application, use ESI to configure your VM environment to provision storage for the new database application environment and meet scalability needs by configuring and provisioning RBS. The EMC Fast Suite tiers both block and file data across heterogeneous drives and boost the most active data to cache, ensuring that customers never have to make concessions for cost or performance. Fast cache dynamically absorbs unpredicted spikes in system workloads. As that data ages and becomes less active over time, Fast VP tiers the data from high performance. This functionality has been enhanced with 4 times better granularity and with new Fast VP solid-state disks based on enterprise multi-level cell technology to lower the cost per gigabyte. All use cases will benefit from the increased efficiency. While only a few flash drives are needed for improving performance and lowering costs, customers can further reduce with deduplication. VNX out-of-band block-based deduplication can dramatically lower the cost of the flash tier. In this example, compared to 210 15K drives, fast plus dedupe lowers the cost by 86%. The benefit of the compounded efficiency is ideal for virtual machines and other environments with redundant data across multiple sources. EMC Extreme SF is a PCIe flash card deployed in the server to dramatically improve application performance by reducing latency and accelerating throughput. Extreme SF can be used as a local storage device to accelerate read and write performance for high transactional, high performance applications. It can also be used in conjunction with server flash caching software EMC Extreme SW Cache, formerly known as VF Cache, for accelerated read performance with data protection. Extreme SF is available in 550 gigabytes, 700 gigs, 1.4 terabytes, 2.2 terabytes eMLC capacities, and 350 gig and 700 gig SLC flash capacities. Extreme SF can be coupled with intelligent server flash caching software, Extreme SW Cache. Combining Extreme SF with Extreme SW Cache provides accelerated read performance with protection. While accelerating performance, Extreme SW Cache simultaneously delivers enterprise-class protection of mission-critical application data. Data in the cache is simply a copy of data that is already stored on the array, while the master copy is maintained by the advanced data services that EMC's trusted network storage provide, including high availability, end-to-end integrity, reliability, and disaster recovery. Extreme SW Cache delivers a write-through algorithm which ensures that newly written data persists to the networked storage array such as VMAX or VNX. If the server fails, the data remains protected and accessible on the array. But VSPEX with EMC backup changes the game, giving you complete confidence your VSPEX will be protected so you can go full speed with your cloud deployment. EMC backup is optimized for virtualization backup. So much so, VMware's VDP backup solution is based on EMC backup. Why? Because we move less data than anyone, reducing virtual machine backup times by 90%. So you'll meet your back windows, avoiding protection gaps. Plus, with VSPEX, your backups will be stored on our market-leading backup appliances, which are designed to storage of the last resort. When you need to recover, you can. And we have deep VMware integration, and this delivers even more speed benefits, like 30 times faster recoveries from an image backup and instant VM recovery. We also support Hyper-V, delivering the same 90% reduction in backup times. The result? You'll be worry-free knowing your VSPEX will be protected. This is a critical distinction, but there's more. We're also really efficient. Our deduplication will reduce backup storage by 10 to 30 times and backup admin time by 81%. The result? Customers see it as 7-month average payback. Amazing. We also have deep SQL Server integration, so you'll get the best from its advanced capabilities with always-on availability group support, flexible, granular, and any point-in-time recoveries, and having EMC Avamar integrated right into the SQL Management Center Studio user interface to allow DBAs to control and set backup policies. A key fundamental difference with EMC backup. We move less data so you'll meet your virtualized application backup windows. Our solution here is EMC Avamar. Let's take a look at a high-level look at how Avamar works. Avamar starts by dividing data into sub-file segments. It compresses them and applies a unique hash identifier to each one. Then it can determine if that segment has been previously backed up or whether it's unique and should now be backed up. If the data has been backed up previously, then Avamar will not back it up again. With Avamar, you'll never back up the same data twice. On top of that, Avamar routinely reduces data by up to 99% before backing it up. The data that is truly new and unique is sent across a network compressed, which again helps with bandwidth management on both backups and recoveries. The data is also encrypted, which ensures security while in transit as well as at rest. Let's get back to Avamar and VSPEX. Aside from the fundamental difference in deduplication technology that sends and stores less data than anyone, let's look at other unique Avamar for VMware capabilities that set it apart. And there's lots. We're going to just mention them briefly here. There's plenty of deeper dive training that I'm sure you're aware of. We're going to go from left to right on this slide. So we'll first start with that fact that Avamar allows customers to back up at the guest level for application consistency. If they choose to implement image-level backups, Avamar's tight integration with VMware delivers in a big way. C, Avamar leverages VMware's change block tracking to speed image-level backup and restore. No one else does this. We're also unique, providing proxy VM load balancing, ensuring backups speed along in the most efficient way. All Avamar recoveries are single-step, and we can accomplish a file-level recovery from an image backup. This drives remarkable simplicity for administrators. We also integrate Avamar into the vSphere web client, giving VM admins the option to control and manage backups, include self-service file-level restores. Avamar may also be deployed as a virtual appliance in a VMware environment. Backup data is stored in a virtual machine, which is an Avamar virtual appliance. Many companies today continue to choose to back up VMware at the guest level. The main advantages of this approach, as we've said, is its simplicity and familiarity. This approach is great for file-level backup and recovery. In this scenario, the Avamar agent is installed inside the virtual machine. When the backup runs, data is reduced within the virtual machine, and only new unique segments are moved and stored. The key benefit is that because it eliminates the backup bottleneck caused by contention for shared resources, Avamar really helps companies optimize consolidation ratios and get the most out of their VMware investment. Another benefit is that because operating system or application-specific agents run in the virtual machine, application consistency can be guaranteed. And Avamar agents are free. You are only charged for the deduplication capacity that you consume, so you can deploy agents as you like, which is great for virtual environments where virtual machines tend to come and go very quickly. Now let's look at using Avamar to protect image-level backups, taking advantage of VMware's vStorage API for data protection. The vStorage API approach involves creating VMware snapshots of a virtual machine, presenting it to a proxy host which runs in another virtual machine, and then backing up the VMDK file from the proxy. Companies like this approach because it moves the backup process away from the virtual machines where their applications are running, which avoids any performance impact to the application. In this case, the Avamar agent is automatically installed on the proxy host where it runs your backups from there to an Avamar data store. Because of VMware advancements, including the ability to run the proxy server in a virtual machine and to dynamically hot add volumes to that proxy without physically moving data across the network, Avamar is able to back up large virtual machines in just minutes. Something to think about when considering backup for vBlocks or other large virtual computing environments with hundreds of virtual machines to protect. Avamar can load balance jobs across virtual proxy servers to assure that individual proxies are not overtaxed. Jobs can also be directed to available proxies to handle high-priority workloads. This approach helps drive down costs by having fewer proxies to manage. Avamar can also leverage some new capabilities provided by VMware to only back up change blocks. This lessens the backup processing that Avamar has to do and speeds up the backups even further. And Avamar's architecture was designed to reconcile daily change block backups into full instances of recovery. This is different from most backup applications that require at least a periodic full backup. This means Avamar can process the change blocks identified by VMware into a new full recoverable image on an ongoing basis. As a result, recovery is much faster and more reliable. One feature that companies really would like is the ability to do one backup and have the option of a bare metal restore or a more granular file level recovery. Taking advantage of its integrated file system, Avamar can provide this capability, and you don't have to mount the VMDK in order to do it. Finally, just as in physical environments, Avamar's deduplicated replication of protected VMDK files allows for network-efficient disaster recovery, and importantly, greater flexibility in how you can restore, either to the original virtual machine or to a new location. With desktop, laptop support, you now have the ability to protect employee data back to the data center using the same deduplication backup software solution you use for your data center and remote office backups, including data deduplication, open file backup, and CPU throttling, all in a small client footprint taking up only 5 megabytes. And since it's Avamar technology, it requires little bandwidth because the same data is never backed up twice, providing up to 10 times faster daily backup. Avamar in Microsoft Windows and Apple Macintosh desktop laptop environments is easy to install and use, and it operates in the background, non-disruptive. of the help desk to restore data to end users' desktops or laptops. End users are automatically backed up when logged in during normal backup windows. Alternatively, users can initiate backups on their own. Similarly, with the help of a powerful search engine, they can restore their own files at any time and from anywhere without contacting their IT help desk. For the IT department, we expect the majority of our customers to use their standard desktop deployment tools like SMS to install the Avamar client on end-user systems and to eventually include the Avamar client in their golden image so that all new PCs come with Avamar installed. Policies are managed at an Avamar domain or group level, so administrators can implement and enforce policies globally or by well-defined organizational entities. For instance, while you may consider all Word and Excel files to be corporate assets, you may only allow JPEGs or MP3s to be backed up on behalf of the marketing group. Finally, Avamar's traditional capacity and licensing model is really simple and means that you don't have to generate certificates or move licenses when you add users or your existing users upgrade to a new computer. Now let's talk about EMC data domain systems, which are tightly integrated with Avamar and deployed with Avamar and VSPEX. First, we'll cover the data domain basics. Data domain systems reduce the amount of disk storage needed to retain and protect data by ratios of 10 to 30 times and greater, making disk a cost-effective alternative to tape. And with the industry's fastest throughput, data domain systems allow more backups to complete sooner, while putting less pressure on your limited backup windows. EMC data domain replicator software transfers only the deduplicated and compressed unique changes across any IP network, requiring a fraction of the bandwidth, time, and cost as compared to traditional replication methods. So you can also start moving away from tapes and trucks for offsite DR protection. Data domain provides faster and more reliable restores with its data invulnerability architecture. Simply put, it's designed as storage of the last resort, with fault detection and self-healing so that when you need to recover, you'll be able to. How does this translate when using Avamar and data domain together with VSPEX? Through end-to-end integration, you have the benefit of getting Avamar simplicity and efficiency with data domain scale and performance. Avamar integration with data domain through DD Boost software allows SQL server backup workloads to be sent to the data domain system to take advantage of its scale and performance. Avamar supports multi-stream backups of SQL to either data domain or the Avamar data store for high performance. And as mentioned, you have the simplicity and efficiency gained from having Avamar manage backup, restores, replication, and maintenance across all systems. One final note. When customers deploy EMC backup solutions like EMC Avamar and EMC data domain together, they get significant benefit like 81% reduction in the time spent on backup administration. And overall, including the benefits of deduplication, customers see an average 7-month payback when deploying EMC backup solutions, showing the value of storage and software designed to work together. Variable length deduplication. vSphere data protection is extremely storage space efficient because of its unique EMC Avamar technology, which enables the highest rates of deduplication in the industry. On average, 99% for file systems and 96% for databases. Variable length deduplication is a unique technology that breaks files into subsegments of variable length to determine those that are truly unique, minimizing backup storage requirements. Global deduplication. By deduplicating data across all VMs pointed to the same appliance, VDP Advanced reduces the required backup storage by up to 95%. VMs are often deployed from standardized sets of templates and guest OS images, which makes large parts of their data identical. With VDP Advanced and its global deduplication, redundant data only needs to be stored once. Client-side deduplication. VDP Advanced reduces the daily impact on the virtual network by up to 99% as compared to traditional full backup methods. For guest-level backups, the application-specific agents of VDP Advanced eliminate redundant data client-side, i.e. inside the VM, eliminating the backup bottleneck caused by contention for shared resources, which helps customers optimize the performance of their virtual investment. Change block tracking support during backup. VDP Advanced reduces the bandwidth requirements of the virtual network by leveraging the change block tracking feature during backups in combination with deduplication. VDP Advanced will analyze the change blocks using its variable length deduplication, sending only daily unique changes to the virtual appliance. VDP Advanced then automatically merges the unique blocks into the previous backup to create a full backup. Change block tracking support during recovery. Differently from most backup solutions, VDP Advanced leverage change block tracking also during restores. Recovery times can be sped up by up to 30 times as compared to full VM recoveries by tracking the delta of change blocks between the current state of the VM and its backup, so that only unique elements need to be restored. Application-specific agents for Microsoft SQL and Exchange. A lightweight agent installed inside the VM as a guest deduplicates data, moving only the unique change blocks to the VDP Advanced appliance. This approach provides more flexibility for application-consistent requirements and more granularity than image-level backup and recovery. VDP Advanced achieves the highest level of deduplication at the guest level. Application consistency. The VDP Advanced agents inform the application that the backup process will start so that it can send to disk any pending log file I/O operations. An application consistent state is crucial to guarantee reliable protection of business-critical applications. By running application-specific agents from within the VM, VDP Advanced ensures that application consistency is maintained. Granular backup and recovery. The main advantage of guest-level backup with agents is that it allows for support of partial resources. With the Microsoft Exchange Server Agent, VDP Advanced users can have granular recovery of individual databases with options to restore special Exchange databases to perform granular recovery of mailboxes and messages. The Microsoft SQL Server Agent of VDP Advanced delivers granular recovery by enabling a restore of the entire application, individual databases, or only logs. Here's a comparison of VDP and VDP Advanced. For 50 VM or less VSPEX configurations, our reference architectures recommend VDP Advanced. If you are considering disaster avoidance solutions for your VSPEX private cloud, consider VPlex. VPlex, you can choose a solution that will enable you to move virtual machines, applications, and data between VSPEX in the local data center or over distance. VSPEX allows the same information to read and written and accessible at the same time in VSPEX in 2 locations, giving you 0 downtime and eliminating the traditional boundaries of remote locations, which will keep your business-critical applications up and online 24/7, 365. With VPlex, there are flexible configurations to choose from and performance profiles to meet your unique needs. Overall, you get continuous availability, better performance and usage from your IT infrastructure. Take a look at some of the customer benefits that VSPEX provides. In summary, reference architectures for rapid, repeatable delivery of complete VMware private cloud solutions. VSPEX also provides proven scalable VMware solutions by EMC for many different business needs. Consolidate diverse IT landscape for better management, performance, backup, and security. Best-in-class technology delivering simplicity, ease of management, performance, backup, and excellent return on your investment. It's based on next-generation multi-core EMC VNX, and it's based on EMC backup built for virtualized environments. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. For more information or to request an introductory meeting with one of our consultants, please contact us using the information shown here. Thank you.